engrossed in sweet musical activity. Sweet musical activities. I'm going to just share this with music friends, Heather and Jan, because that's what I do. It's Wildwood Thursday. I've got a sweet 75th anniversary made in Mexico Fender Stratocaster diamond silver color. Diamond silver color. Such opulence here in Orange Room. Stand clear. Lots of these guitars available at your friendly neighborhood Wildwood Guitars, who of course is who these Tuesday and Thursday feeds from the Orange Room are dedicated to, are sponsored by, if you will. Why is my phone acting like a mutant in heat? You know why? Because phones are trash, okay? I should mention Wildwood Guitars does not make, manufacture, or distribute telephones. So I can talk trash about the phones. Friends, what do we got out here? We got Paul, we got Michael, we got Richard. Greetings to you all. Matty K in the house, Matty K in the house. Matty K in the house, so is Marvin, indeed. Okay, phone, come on, I want to share the stuff. Why are you being such a son of a gun? My phone is, I'm gonna say something very bold right now. I'm going to get a new phone today. After I get done here, I'm gonna go over to the Verizon and I'm gonna say, proletariat, I need me a new phone. And I'm gonna get me one. Because this thing is moving at the speed of none. This thing is moving at the speed of none. The speed of none, ladies and gentlemen. You know what, sometimes I get a little cross and I use inappropriate language. You know, if you read the 4 agreements, it says, be impeccable with your word. Kind of a problem with me when it comes to technology because I am very, very salty with my word when it comes to technology. It knows its days are numbered. That's exactly correct, Michael Burrell. It heard me talking. You know what? I'm not even I can't share. Sorry, friends. Hey, Donald, he's saying, put down the phone and play. Donald, I want you to listen to me very carefully. You can pucker and press, okay, on Greggy's Patootie, because I do this every feed, so I share it to the maximum amount of people who can enjoy free content provided by me and the glorious people at Wildwood Guitars. So don't get your undies in an uproar, okay? Thanks, Don. Oh, music, friendship in the air. Music, friendship everywhere. Look at this silver glory. I love it so. I could just play a shuffle in G for all of time, and I think I'd be all right. Good loop, huh? Can you ding it? That is a little thing I like to call Blues and G with some extra changes in it for the kids. And this is one of these 75th anniversary Fender Stratocasters made in Mexico. As a result, they're very equitably priced. There's a bunch of Wildwood guitars. I put a link to the portal where they can be procured below or above. Below or above, you can find where they're at, and you can see what they have to say to you. You know what? Sometimes I get a little hostile. To give you what does it say here? 75th anniversary Stratocaster is finished in a striking diamond anniversary finish with a matching painted headstock. The painted headstock is thebomb.com. I do enjoy that kind of activity. What else we got here? The maple neck features a modern C profile. Oh, it is modern indeed. I'm feeling the modernity coursing through my being. Right down from my nostril hairs, my cilia to my corns. It's all covered. I don't have corns, but whatever. Medium jumbo frets and a satin finish for supreme comfort and playability. Vintage style 60s pickups provide sweet strat tone, while a 2-point tremolo system delivers smooth vibrato and improved stooning stability. I've always wanted stooning stability. So hard to find. Early anniversary Stratocaster features, every anniversary Stratocaster features a special 75th anniversary neck plate and ships in a deluxe gig bag. Can you dig it? They're all pretty light too, 7.91 pounds. That's pretty doable. And they're going for $899.99. That's $900 if we round it up. Okay. Yeah. Silver paint. Yeah, I guess you could call it silver paint, or you could call it a diamond finish. Okay. Finish color, diamond anniversary. Gloss polyester, alder body, maple neck. Neck finish is satin urethane. 9.5-inch radius. Yeah, can you dig it? I like this. I like the 3-ply pickguard. It's kind of like Rosie's 2-ply towel. Who's familiar with Bounty, the quicker picker-upper? This is actually 3-ply, so just imagine the absorbency. It absorbs musical messes, is what it does. That's what the 3-ply pickguard does. I got a musical mess, soaked it up, turned it into sweet diamond jubilee-ish. Jubilee-ish. Wow. Anyway. But it is a powerful tone hue. Boy, I'm having a hard time with words today. Words are causing me problems. Yes. Rosie was many moons ago. Yes, she was. I'm dating myself. It's definitely sharper and shinier than silver paint they used to use on the 25th anniversary Strat back in '79. Remember those, Michael? I remember those. But this has got a different thing to it. I have a 50th anniversary in the gold with the anodized pickguard. You guys have seen that one around here that I've been wielding every now and again. That is also a made in Mexico model. Plays great, sounds great, looks great, got gold hardware. The opulence. Oh, I feel like a bold member of a royal family with reptilian blood lurking through my being every time I pick that guitar up. Wow. Crazy. Yes, Paul, the quicker picker-upper. The quicker pickguard-upper. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means either. like it. Sounds pretty doggone good. Sounds pretty doggone, literally out of the box here and out into the intergoogles. I'm using the Koch amplifier today. I am using the looper a little bit today for the fun of it for the kids. And no bullet truss rod on this rascal. Because I'm using because I am using the looper, I'm using ancillary overdrives in addition to the amplifier. Because if I use the amplifier overdrive when I'm using the looper, then it distorts the whole kit and caboodle, and then it just becomes a mushy mess. So when I use the looper into the front of the amp, I use the looper and then I use an overdrive in front of the looper so that my loop can be clean, and then I can hit the overdrive to do leads on top of that, you see. If you look down, I've got my MXR clone looper. Sneakerfoot dictates what's on that pedal board. And then we've got the Wildwood exclusive ODS 181 by Jetter. It's an upsetter. And then I've got the majestic and powerful. Did I hit that button? Doggone it. The Gristle King, my personal overdrive of doom and destruction, which has a clean boost and an overdrive on it. And then I have a... oh, did you hear that? Oh, it sounds... There's a clean boost on this rascal. It sounds like with its rats going. Just like that. Ba-deer, ba-deer, ba-deer. Can you dig it? So a lot of times, folks, when I'm engaging in a little slide-a-rooney, I might go back there and grab that tone control on that bridge pickup and put that thing down a little bit. Take a little razor blades and hand grenades off that slide. You know what I'm saying? Also, if I'm doing that kind of Becky, kind of like, also go back on that tone on the bridge pickup. So good. Please don't squeeze the Charmin, says Dire Wolf. Boy, I think we've really kind of hit on all the various different household paper products. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Now we've gone to Mr. Whipple with Charmin. Please don't squeeze the Charmin. Hi. That was always so weird. I can't stop squeezing the Charmin. Security. We've got sensory overload in aisle 8 with a Charmin squeezer. We need to take him out of here immediately before it gets more crazy. Okay? What a strange advertising campaign. Imagine sitting around the boardroom. Hey, what are we going to do? Let's have people who can't resist squeezing the Charmin. That's a good one. Let's go with that. Must have worked. Am I right? We all know what it is. We still remember it after all these years. Eddie Leon says, tell that to the dirt spider. The dirt spider. Robert O'Brien says, guitars on the far side of the carousel of shame, screaming, play me, but we can't hear them. Play me. Louis Armstrong would have been 120 yesterday. Lord have mercy. That is so crazy. Stranger danger with Mr. Whipple. That's right, Kevin. Be careful of him. Come on, Karen. It's not all yours to squeeze. Exactly, Michael. Perfect. Where's Luna? Is it Luna come in here? Sometimes she makes her presence known. I got to be honest. These cats are driving me absolutely insane. We had yet again another situation where Luna had to go to the vet. She's having some issues with her bladder. Nothing horrible, but we had to put her on a different food regimen. We got to get her some antibiotics. And so we brought Bilbo and Luna together because if we bring Luna by herself to the vet when she comes back, he doesn't recognize her and he attacks her. So we have to separate them, and it's this month-long plus process of reintegrating them, swapping them in the house so they get used to each other's aromas. It's basically Bilbo. Luna's fine. She doesn't care. But Bilbo is just such a dumb cat, okay? So last night, we thought we had a good visit going on. They're kind of seeing each other. His tail wasn't getting puffy. They're around. He's just biding his time. He's like, just wait. Just wait till there's less humans around, then I'm going in for the kill. So at one point, I put him in the other room, and I closed the door because I'm realizing it's getting that time of the night where we got to keep them separated because if we leave them alone, they'll attack each other in the night. So I put them aside, and everything's well and good. I go into the kitchen and get these little corn chip things. Sorry, I'm digressing here for a minute. These little corn chip things. I don't know what they're called, but they're kind of sweet. They're delicious. So I open up a brand new bag. I sit down, and I have like 2. And all of a sudden, I hear our pocket doors for our living room open up. That little Bilbo cat opened up the pocket doors and went right in and went right for Luna. Next thing you know, I'm in the midst of a Wild Kingdom battle. Sounds, hairs, things that all I had to break up the fight was my bag of the delicious chips. So I went like this with the bag of chips, and it hit poor Bilbo. Not that it hurt, it was a bag of chips. And they exploded. And every square inch of this entire room in front of me was covered in chip debris. And then, of course, the cat bolted and went up in the house and disappeared. But let me tell you, what a battle. You know what I'm saying? The battle of the kitty cats. Great battle. All that in a bag of chips. You're doggone right. All right, so now you've heard the various overdrive pedals when I'm doing the stuff with the looper, because I need those in order to get a gain signal when I'm using the looper. But if I just decide I want the gain from the amp, it's always preferable. A lot more open sounding. Yeah, the popcorners. That's right, Bill. That's what they're. Oh. Kind of like that. Kitty cat. There we go. That'll be the riff to the kitty cat song. So that's just straight into the amp. That sounds good. I like that kind of sweet overdrive. Mark says you should play a little Man on the Silver Mountain with that. I always do Man on the Silver Mountain in A. It's probably the wrong key. The fact that it stayed in tune just for that alone is worthy of purchase. Am I right or am I right? Am I right or am I right? It is a lefty whammy bar. They gave me a lefty whammy bar, but I like it. I like the lefty whammy bar on this doggone thing. And still in tune, right? Jimi Hendrix chicken picking. There you go. Dear go, dear. Greg, do you ever listen to Frank Marino? You know, not much when I was younger, but I've investigated in my elder years, and he's magnificent. I'm sorry to hear that he's ill. Something going on with his health, but man, what a magnificent guitar player. Hi, love from Ireland. Greetings to you, Kevin, over there in Ireland, Northern Ireland, indeed. Greetings to you. Ba-diddle-doodle-doo-doo. Let's see what we got here. Again, this is a 75th anniversary Stratocaster made in Mexico. $9.99 they go for. There's a ton of them at Wildwood. I have a link up above to the limited edition page for Fender USA at Wildwood. You can go over there and take a peruse. There's also the Telly. I played that one on Tuesday. I'll probably play them both again at some other point in the not too distant future. Cheers from Quebec City. Greetings to you, Andre. Doggone it. It is an amazing value. I think they're fantastic, and they're beautiful. And there is something about having I'm very tempted to get one. I like the matching headstock with the silver bod, and then it has the special, if you look, it's got the 75th anniversary thingamabobberoonie on there. It says 75th anniversary. Beautiful. Of course, this comes off. The sticker here, and then it's just a black pickguard. But it's a nice silver, isn't it? call it diamond. Diamond anniversary is the official color. I like it. That's a tune of mine called Welch's Grape. It's just a nice little platform for sweet improvisatory activities, ladies and gentlemen. And I do like to use my palm on Mr. Wiggles back here on a Strat. And the way Strats come set up, they're always kind of raised a little bit, so it allows me to get a little... Just put my palm on there. That kind of do this kind of fun I know one of those chords. Robert, is C sharp 7, sharp 9. And then you go to G13, which is the same chord, tritone substitute, with a G in the bass. And then move the whole thing down a half step to F sharp 13. And then to E13. To a D9. Back to C sharp. And what's fun about that is you can just stay in C-sharp blues land, or you can play over each of the chords, depending on how crazy you want to get with it. Can you dig it? Yeah, it's a good sounding guitar. There's no doubt about it. This is an excellent sounding little axe. And it looks good as well. Greetings from Seattle. Greetings to you. Philip Park says, I'd like to get a little Gristle amp. When and where will they be available? Well, Philip, unfortunately, I wish I had more information for you, other than the fact that they will be at Wildwood Guitars when they are available. Because of COVID-19, COVID-19, well, now, there's a lot of supply chain issues, which I think everybody in every industry has been experiencing, and no different in Koch amplifier land. So a bunch of the cabinets are ready to go. They're waiting on a couple of key parts, and then once they're done, they're going to finish those things up and get them over here from the Netherlands. And once they are in shipment, I will let you all know on these broadcasts that we do twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central Time, for our friends at Wildwood Guitars, because they will definitely be getting some. So, and it'll be equitably priced as well, right around 1,000 for a delicious boutique-ish all-tube amplifier. Does it feel like an American Strat? Yeah, pretty much, John. I mean, it feels, I mean, I'm totally feeling home with it. Like that squishy neck pickup. Occasionally I like to do these drunken licks where you just grab the palm on the tremolo bridge and just start going. Seasick licks, seasick blues. I love my baby. That was so unkind. She left me at sea. That's what I call keeping the blues alive at sea, right? Sounds like I'm at the roller rink. Well, it could be, Russell. I haven't been to the roller rink in a long time, but I bet if I went there, it would sound like that. On the verge of throwing up. Don't do it, bluesman. Do not vomit. That would be weird. Do not vomit. I don't blame people when they vomit. How can you? It's kind of an uncontrolled thing, right? Blort. Friends, we do have a link above or below, depending on what medium you're watching this on. If you're watching this on Facebook, below in the details or the description of the video, there will be a link to Wildwood's page where they have a great bounty of these guitars in stock, ready to be flung hither and yon over this great land of ours to waiting and hungry Strat arms. Hungry Strat arms. You know what this is? Hungry Strat arms, waiting for a sweet Strat to caress and to make some sweet drunken guitar sounds like that. Can you dig it? Lord. Pierce says, I have a Pictronics chorus that can do the seaside licks. See, this is even better. Then you don't need an extra little dingle hopper. Just use your palm. Kaylin Smith says, I've been playing for 8 months and only own one guitar. I've been thinking about getting a Firebird for my second. Do you think that's a good option? You know what? I'm going to say a Firebird's a great guitar, and another guitar is always better than one. I have found, but you know, you can only play one at a time, is my motto. But guitars inspire to play, and I'm always get inspired by different guitars. I play to the guitar, depending on what it says to me. Sometimes it whispers to Dre. It says, Dre, play drunken licks. Like this one did. It said, Dre, play the drunken style. And I go, okay. And then I went, burr, 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 and made you all vomit on the screens of whatever device you're watching this on. So it kind of was a win-win for everybody. But yes, I do like Firebirds because they are a savage musical bird of prey. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Swooping down on songs of choice and destroying them with their mighty talon and beak. Mighty of beak and claw is the Firebird. I do have the guitar around behind me. See the guitars go around in circles, paint it. See that? Look at it. My buddy Carl Wallen gave that to me. He's like, I think I've got something that I don't need, but you could probably use. And I said, yes, sir. And I assembled it quickly, and now I've got a veritable torrent of rock savagery at my disposal. Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. It is fancy, Matthew Weber. It is fancy indeed. Show us the green onions progression. Ooh, you're a rascal. I remember how to do it. Put a little harmonic right around. So it's F minor. You start out with that whole first part is just all the F minors. I'm hitting the A string, E string, and then D string, and then B string and high E string. So that's first fret on the D string, first fret on the G string, and then my pinky's up on the B string there at the 4th fret, and then just a B flat triad there at the 3rd fret on the D string, G string, B string. That's B flat, D flat to F to E flat. Sorry, I usually do it. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yes, all of them. I see what Bluesman is saying. Play a tritone in 4/4, loop it, shout, yeah, and it's Metallica. I think that may be oversimplifying things a little bit, but I like where you're going. We got a question out there. Greg Koch, on the Wildwood product website, it says two vintage style 50 Strat single coils. Is there a different third pickup, or is that a typo? I think that's a typo. It's three vintage style. All right, let's see what I got on my thingamabobber. Let's see what I got on my thingamabobber. Let's see what I got on my thingamabobber. Yeah, it's three vintage style 50s, not two. That was just a typo. Crazy kids. It's hard sometimes. Hey baby, it is a beautiful intro to that song, isn't it? Well, thank you, Chiba team. That's very nice of you. That's a great tune. Have I learned Driftin' yet? No, I need to learn that one. Driftin'. I just haven't sat down and gotten that one down to science yet, which is weird because I've been listening to that record since before I can remember, but I've never sat down and learned that song. Greg, do you like that walking jazz bassline stuff with chords? I do a little bit of it, not a ton. You know, I might do like a, the guitar looks like James Bond's car. Is it filled with a variety of extreme concealed weaponry? I don't know. Maybe I need Q or whatever that guy's name was to tell us what's going on with this thing. Philip asks, do you have a favorite combination of Strat pickups, neck and middle or bridge? I like to use all of the above, although sometimes on my 74 Strat just has a 3-way toggle switch, and I like just using the 3 pickups by themselves to give it a little. The neck is groovy, middle is great. And bridge. Although I do like a little 2 every now and again. Any chance that we might see Camp T at Summerfest? Well, we'll definitely be at Summerfest. Scott Larson! We'll definitely be at Summerfest on September 11th in front of ZZ Top. And we were a little worried that the gig was not going to happen as far as ZZ Top is concerned, but it looks like they're going to keep on keeping on. So, barring any shenanigans, we will be September 11th in front of ZZ Top at the U.S. Cellular Stage at Milwaukee's Summerfest. We're also playing the night before at Tosa Fest here in Wauwatosa. And then we're playing the Best Damn Blues Festival on September 19th in Thiensville, Wisconsin. So all that is good. Have I learned the Godzilla lyrics? No, I haven't. I don't know what the hell John's saying. I got to get those lyrics. Can you dig it? Minnesota needs some great... Well, we're going to get up there soon, definitely. Dylan's up there. Dylan played last night with an excellent guitar player from up there, a young guy by the name of Dylan Sulfur. And my son Dylan played with him at Bunkers. There you go. Have you been to the Crossroads Guitar Festival? We played at the very first one, but that was down at the Cotton Bowl. Played there I played 3 different sets down there. I played a set on the main stage on the first day with Roscoe Beck, Johnny C. on drums, Michael Cross on vocals, and the late, great Riley Osborne on B3 and piano. And then I played another set the next day as a trio, I think we did the next day as a trio. And then I played a weird extemporaneous set with Todd Zuckerman on drums from Styx, and then my buddy Tony Franklin on fretless bass, who of course played with The Firm and Whitesnake and all manner of folk. Carson asked, do we visit Germany? Yes, we've been many times, and we're probably going to be there for a few gigs in November. I'm waiting to hear back on this Poland festival. So we'll see what happens. If that thing happens, then we're going to go to Europe, or we're going to go to, of course we'll be in Europe, we're going to go to the UK for 2 weeks. Do I play acoustic much? Yes. There's acoustic on a variety of my records, but I also put an all-acoustic record out a year ago or so called Acoustic Gristle Soup. And, if you sign up for my Spotify, if subscribe to my Spotify, almost all my records are up there now. There are still a few that aren't up, but they're coming. There is a record I did years ago called Greg Koch, Another Bad Man, live on the radio, which is basically just as it sounds. We were live on the radio, WMSC in town here. And that one had Malford Milligan on it singing, and Roscoe Beck on bass, and a bunch of different drummers. That one's coming out. And then I also went back into the archives and found a bunch of other live stuff from a bunch of different iterations of my band. And that one's going to be up very, very soon. But what I'm having to do is go in and change the artwork and just put it under Greg Koch, because it'll put it under every one of these different band names, and then no one knows the other one exists. So if there's Greg Koch Trio, Greg Koch Band, Greg Koch and the Tone Controls, Greg Koch, Another Bad Man, it's all separate, and none of the twain shall meet. So I'm having to go in and have my wife change the artwork so it just says Greg Koch, so they will put it all under one thing, so that if people looking for my stuff can find it all under one roof. It's very odd and weird, but it is what it is. But yes, Acoustic Crystal Soup. Thank you, Maddie K. I'm glad you enjoyed that. What kind of acoustic do I play? I play Martins. I have a Martin Custom 15, which was a guitar they made in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, mid-90s. Which was basically an HD28V before they actually reissued those again. And then I have a 00028 as well that I use. I use both of those guitars on that record. And I also have an old Epiphone Caballero with a DeArmond pickup in it, and that I like to use for hither and yon. I have a National Duolian kind of reissue in blue. It's fantastic. I've got one of those Gitane, or Gatan, whatever you want to call it, Django type of Selmer copies. That's a great little guitar. I have a Guild Willie Porter signature acoustic as well. And I still have my old Applause acoustic, my first guitar I ever had. Rich Moran says, I'm a Taylor guy. They make some great guitars as well. I just don't have any right now. HD35 and 0018. Nice one, Matty K. I can dig it. Show us that Epiphone. One of these days I will. It's down in the coffers. The coffers of shame. You have a 1933 National. Very nice, John Robertson. I like that kind of talk. Paul says I just bought a Gitane or Gitani. Gitane? Do I dig Dan Electro? Yeah, I've had a few over the years. I still have a Dan Electro Longhorn bass. Well, not a Longhorn bass, but I do have it's a Dan Electro, but it's not the Longhorn, but it's not the bass, it's the baritone. I have one of those still. Can you dig it? All right, folks. Well, listen, thanks so much for tuning in today. Again, if you want to look above or below, depending on where you're watching this, you can go and check where these guitars are available. Very equitably priced, I might add. $8.99. That's pretty doggone cheap. Sounds great, plays great, looks great, smells good too. These are all important things. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. Have a pleasant remainder of your day. Be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. with Dylan, and we'll be engaging in some Fishman fun here in the Orange Room. And don't forget, another edition of the podcast, Chewing the Gristle, just dropped today with my buddy Webb Wilder. Check those out. There are now 50, I think that's the 51st episode. So a whole lot of different people I've had chats with for the last year and a half-ish. I'm going to do my buddy Gil Paris. We're going to have a nice chat on Friday, and that'll be the last one for a while. We're going to hold off a little bit and then reconvene in the fall and do a bunch more. So you can check him out. And again, don't be afraid to go on Spotify and sign up as a subscriber to the Greg Koch music stuff or wherever streaming service you like to go. And of course, you can get actual physical copies of the stuff at my website. The one thing I haven't figured out is the Koch Marshall Trio stuff doesn't show under Greg Koch. It's a pain in the ass. So anyway, if you want Koch Marshall Trio, there's 2 records. The latest one is the one that came out a few months back in April, and that one's called From the Upna. And there's all kinds of crazy songs on that, crazy tunes. And then the one before that was Toby Arrives. So you can check those out online if you wish and enjoy or not. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a